Japanese people's relationship with religion is unlike any other countries. If you go to Japan and if you randomly ask some people, what is your religion? They might say, I don't have religion. Then you might see the same person visiting Buddhism temple and going to Shinto shrine, for example, New Year's Day. And then you might wonder, what is going on? He said he doesn't practice any religion, but he is doing that. So the word religion in Japanese is called shukyo. And shukyo is the teaching of the doctrine, and it also indicates teaching followed and practiced by a group of people and community. And it means more like Abrahamic religion. And Shinto is, as we say, Shin means kami, deity, and divine energy, and Do, in Chinese they call it Dao, is a path or way. So way of God. So way of life. So Shinto is really a way of life which is really embedded into our daily life and also in Japanese culture. So we don't consider Shinto as religion in our daily life. And Japanese Buddhism has arrived in Japan around the 5th or 6th century. Before that, Shinto existed. So Shinto, according to the record, it's from the prehistoric time, and we believe in 8 millions of kami. Kami is deity or divine energy. So in nature, we see the divine energy and we connect. We are part of nature, part of the universe. And there are certain spots in Japan had been marked as a sacred area. So where we can actually uplift our vibrations and to connect with divine energy so that we can bring our desired outcome and to live peacefully and also in harmony. And also community-based. So since the ancient time, there are ceremonial festivals and rituals to be able to live together in harmony and also to ward off any contagious illness and keep the community healthy, and also to protect the harvest from the natural disasters. So Shinto has been really, so in Shinto, this is to connect with higher divine energy, to keep our vibration uplifted and to bring harmony in the community and to be harmonious with nature. So there is no doctrine, although there is priest in every shrine, and also there are certain prayers and also like ritual, Shinto ritual, dance and performance. However, it is more like the philosophy, the wisdom we follow. And in Shinto, this is place where we have wedding, where we have seasonal rituals and festival to make a prayer of appreciation and appreciation for our fulfilling future. And Buddhism arrived in Japan around 5th or 6th century. And in a way, it has been localized as Japanese Buddhism. So if you see Japanese Buddhism, we have different schools. We have Zen Buddhism, we have Shingon Buddhism, etc., etc. And when Buddhism arrived in Japan, it actually merged together with Shinto in the beginning. So already Shinto existed. There were Shinto shrine, not like in the current state, but in a different, much more simpler. Then Buddhism temple was added as part of Shinto shrine. And our ancestors were practicing both in harmony. So there is no conflict between Shinto and Buddhism. In a way, they united. And along the histories, in 19th century, the Japanese government has divided between Shinto and Buddhism, but in people's heart, it never kind of was divided. It's coexisted. And today, like in old time, we practice both. And so Shinto, as I explained, it is more like for the future, appreciation of now and appreciation of our fulfilling future. And Buddhism is more about, compared to Shinto, our ancestral healings. And when somebody dies, we have funeral, mostly in the Buddhism temple. So we go to Buddhism temple for the healings, and we go to Shinto shrine for the future. So we do use both. And yeah, as you know, like Zen Buddhism, we also use the meditation and self-realizations. And for example, August is the really nice example of, you can also experience if you're in Japan. In August, we have Buddhism event called Obon, when our deceased ancestors comes back to this world, and we do ancestral healing. And there are many different rituals according to the area as well. So in my family home, we have also starting foods that prepare as an offering to our Buddhism altars. So we have Buddhism altar, we have also Shinto altar, two exist in the house. And so during this time, our relatives comes to our house to make offering to our ancestors. So in one room, in Japanese one room, we have Buddhism altar and also the portraits of my ancestors. So we have welcome ceremony, and also we have to let them return where they belong to. They are not supposed to be here. So we have welcome and farewell rituals. So this is more like also to connect, we strengthen the bond with family. And unfortunately, I cannot go back this year, but I try to be there every year. And also most Japanese people take holidays, and also most companies, offices can be closed in the mid-August. So this is a kind of really the time we get united with the family. And at the same time, in August, not only August, but since July, we have many summer festivals, which is hosted and actually rooted in Shinto. In July, for example, in Kyoto, we have many different matsuri, summer festivals. And Kyoto becomes like open jewelry box and decorated with portable shrine processions, and maybe you have heard of Gion Matsuri, and it started from Yasaka Shrine, from the Shinto Shrine. So there are many different Matsuri festival rooted from Shinto, mostly from Heian period, from the 9th century. So then among them in August, we still have certain local festival as well. And during this Bon festival of Buddhism, we also have called Bon Odori, the dance of Obon. So in the community and also in the Shinto shrine, we have local gathering and we make dance to heal the spirit of the deceased, but also to connect with locals despite any ages. And I used to go there with my grandmother and aunt, and we make beautiful dance together. And so it's coexist, and we cannot separate, or we cannot just say, okay, I'm not going to do Buddhism. Maybe some people but I think in general. And also among friends, like when I meet my friends, it is also like some events to visit shrine, Shinto shrine, or to visit temple, Buddhism temple in Kyoto, for example. So it becomes like, it is more like visiting beautiful site. Like in Europe, for example, you might go to visit certain historical castle. So then in Japan, we visit historical shrine or temples, and it is much, in a way, lighter. So when we go, it is like a beautiful outing together, and we do the customs and we follow the etiquette to visit shrine or temples. But then together, we share beautiful moments to make prayer of appreciations and our friendship, and then we talk, and then we go to the meals, etc. So these are especially, so there is no obligation in a way. And of course, in Buddhism, there are certain events we follow as a family, and we conduct and we arrange, we organize. My mother is always busy doing that. Shintoism and Buddhism, it is part of our life and part of our culture, part of our tradition, part of our customs. It's our philosophy and way of life, more or less. It is really a way of life, and we can share it. We share among family, and we share among our friends. So even if you are Christian, if your Christianity side allows, you can practice Shinto, for example. So it is open, and also Shinto shrine, they are open for everybody. If you like to know more, you can just go into the description and the link, and in the newsletter, I describe more the historical facts and the details. And if you like to work with me on one-on-one sessions to practice some of the Shinto Buddhism aspect, please email me at office@azumiuchitani.com. See you next time.